You know, then when it comes down to crunch time, 3rd and short, they didn't get it. And that's got to be one of those things that Coach Rhodes will be pounding them about this week.
Yeah, Waters, who had the open way for the touchdown, had nothing up front, needing just a yard. Hutton with a fine high kick. Aaron Glenn is back there, and he's going to let the ball drop, and the Eagles will down it inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line.
It's a poor job by Aaron Glenn. He's got to set his feet on the 10-yard line, and if it does go over your head, you let it go. But there, he set his feet shorter. Ball sails over his head, doesn't make a play, and they're stuck. You're going to watch him right down here. He's going with a fair catch. See, he's got to set his feet right here. He makes a mistake by not... Oh, actually, that's way over his head. That's my mistake.
That ball sailed. That was a 59-yard kick. And, you know, it didn't land and bounce a lot. It just kind of stopped.
You know, and that's why I have preceding, so I can make my mistakes here, too.
That's right. That's right. We're only getting ready for the regular season like they are. We don't care about wins and losses. First down on the 8-yard line for Boomer Esiason. From the end zone look, Esiason hits Yarbrough with the completion. And he was pushed out of bounds by Derek Frazier. So Frazier now under the gun at cornerback. And, of course, he's going to be pressed by Bobby Taylor, who we're going to see, the rookie from Notre Dame. Taylor, who has played well but has not practiced well, which has gotten a little bit under the skin of Ray Rhodes this week.
Yeah, and Frazier not doing a bad job himself. I mean, I think he's having himself a pretty good camp. And see, remember, 2 years ago, he hurt his leg. Did something to his knee, and then last year he's trying to come back. And this year, he's kind of like Fred Barnett. He's starting to get his wheels back underneath him.
Kyle Brady, the Penn State rookie, is the lone tight end. 2nd down and 5 from the 13. Morrell and Baxter.
281!
And Esiason goes up the middle. He completes his pass to Brady. Kyle Brady with the completion. Greg Jackson on the tackle and a gain of 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they are really excited about Kyle Brady, and there's a lot to be excited about. He's 6'6", he's 260 pounds, and he can run. Esiason does a nice job of looking him off, but yeah, you can see the strength. Greg Jackson comes up and drills him in the back. Heck, Brady just shook him off and spun back inside. And of course, he went to Penn State.
Of course. 2nd amongst tight ends to Ted Quallen in receptions at Penn State. You kind of, you know, you're like a peacock every time a Penn State player does something out there. 1st down on the 30-yard line. Esiason again with a play action, getting some pressure. Brad Baxter out of the backfield, and Bill Romanowski jarred the ball loose. And it was good pressure up front.
There's a guy,
Greg Jefferson.
There's a guy right there, Greg Jefferson, 79, that this Eagle defensive staff is really hoping can come through. He's got the skills. They like his speed. They like his awareness, and he's a fast learner. But he's on the small side for a defensive end. They're just hoping that he's going to be able to get to the point that he can spell both Mamula and on the other side, William Fuller.
Central Florida rookie. 2nd down and 10. Esiason with a short drop overthrows his man, and he did that on purpose. Yarbrough was well covered by Derek Frazier. So that was the only thing that Esiason could do.
You're going to watch 79 Jefferson's right down here. Again, they gave the weight at 257, but actually he's smaller than that. And see, what happens is you get into those big guys like Malamala being 320 pounds, and that pushing all of a sudden that wears on you. And so he's got to be the kind of guy that you can just drop in for a play or two, not playing down in and down out.
3rd down and 10. Good coverage by the secondary. The Eagles secondary doing a decent job. Remember, they're not getting a tremendous pass rush on board. 3rd and 10. Here comes Mamula, and the pass is caught by Mitchell, the tight end. And that'll be short of the 1st down by about 5 yards. Eric Zomalt, the nickel back, making the tackle, but there was Mamula again bearing down on the Boomer.
Mamula on the Boomer?
Mamula on the Boomer. Not easy to say.
That's right. But a nice job by Zomalt, because they had Mitchell clean out in the flat, and Zomalt came running hard from inside out.
Brian Wagner, who has kicked one over 50 yards, and there is Kelvin Martin with another opportunity to return one. Done a pretty good job the last 2 years for the Seattle Seahawks. Another good high kick, fair catch. touchdown in the first quarter. The 17-yard run up the middle by Ricky Waters, the only scoring thus far, with 10:51 remaining in the second quarter. Two minutes remain in the first half. The Eagles, though, will have the ball on their 5-yard line, and they need 25 yards. So it's probable that the Eagle defense is going to have to get on the field again, maybe with a short field. So they got to get ready for that assignment. Second and 25. And the handoff is to Turner. Turner's going to lose some yardage. And now the Jets quickly call time.
Mo Lewis stepped up there as well as Marvin Jones, 54. Boy, he really stuck him in the hole.
And what about the Eagles' offensive line? Giving Cunningham decent protection, but lately, as far as the running game, they've not been opening up any holes.
Well, you know, we talked about that straight-ahead kind of running game which scored the touchdown. And then the other part of this offense, which was, you know, the biggest part of the San Francisco offense, is getting out to the corners and running. And you know, that's where Guy McIntyre gives them another dimension. You know, he's not the biggest, strong guy, the 300-pounders like they have with Panos and Aaron Holmes. McIntyre around 280, but he's good out in the corner, and we'll get to watch him in the second half. Adds another dimension to the offense.
And of course, some shifting will have to be made on that offensive line. Now there is Bernard Williams, who can play in this game, but is suspended for the first 6 games of the regular season. Barrett Brooks, the rookie from Kansas State, has started the game, so they've got to fill that gap until Williams returns. Third down and 26. The ball is at the 4. Nothing doing. And that'll bring up 4th down. Bobby Houston on the tackle. There's McIntyre.
We're going to see him in the second half. Move in at that right guard position.
I said hello if we see him.
We'll say hello if we see him.
Yeah, well, we saw him. How you doing, guy? 290 pounds, a little bit of a lie. He's around 280, 85. But the guy can run, and he could for years, and he gets out in the corner, and he has some great collisions. And he's one of those guys that when you get in sync with your running back, you know, he makes the same moves as your running back, so it opens a whole bunch of stuff up outside.
Hutton will kick. The Jets have used their last time out, so they will have plenty of time in good field position. Look of Veterans Memorial Stadium in Jackson, Mississippi. The Philadelphia Eagles getting set to start the season, and Ray Rhodes in his first year as head coach. First 5 games in the regular season for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we'll get to that shortly. As Hutton will be kicking from about 7 yards in the end zone. Aaron Glenn and Dexter Carter back deep for the Jets. They're already standing at the 45, and will have
right tackle of the Philadelphia Eagles, he jumped.
Here are the games. Tampa Bay, the opening game, and then the Cardinals on the road against Buddy Ryan, a team that the Eagles handled twice last year impressively. No, actually they split. San Diego and Oakland, so they have 2 AFC games in the first 5 and 3 on the road.
And those are all 5 games. Tampa Bay better. They should win that game. Arizona is a team that they can beat. San Diego is a team, I mean, they can conceivably go 5-0 coming out of this thing. I think that game in Oakland is going to be a rough game, because I think the Oakland Raiders, I like the sound of that.
Yes, you would.
I think the Oakland Raiders are going to be pretty good this year.
That's like saying Penn State to you, isn't it?
All right.
Wasn't it strange saying St. Louis Rams, Oakland Raiders game?
Well, Oakland was easy to come off the tongue, but St. Louis Rams, that just don't make it.
There's the kick. And it's Dexter Carter. And a good tackle.
That's a good job by Kevin Turner, the fullback.
That's 2 good tackles he's made on special teams.
Heck, they might want to line him up at linebacker. He came running through there real well.
Now the onus is on the Eagle defense to keep the Jets out of the end zone, and let's see what Boomer Esiason can do. You know, we'll see a couple of play-action passes in the repertoire. 1:36 remaining in the half, and the Jets are out of timeouts. Bobby Taylor and Mark McMillan are the cornerbacks for the Eagles. From the And up the middle is dropped. He got the ball to Brady, but he couldn't hold on. Zomov was closest to him.
Should have been caught. Brady found the middle of that zone. Esiason was looking for him all the way, and he turned. The ball was right there. That's got to be a caught. He doesn't even look anybody off. He just waits for him to clear because they're in the zone. And here it comes. Ball's down low. That's got to be a completion and a first down.
It appears, though, that Brady can get deep.
Yeah, he runs well for a man, 6'6", 265, and runs pretty well.
Second down. Boomer this time hits Mitchell, the experienced tight end, and he is hit immediately by Zomov. And remember, the clock is running. The Jets are out of timeouts. 1:18 to go. Diving forward is Brad Baxter. And they're on the 22-yard line. Mark Woodard, one of the backup linebackers, a hurry-up offense. And this pass is caught by Stevie Anderson.
Well, there's a poor job by the officials right there. Nice pressure by Mamula. Jefferson on the other side is walking off slow, doesn't get off. Daniel Stubbs runs on, and they don't call anything. No flags, nothing.
Greg Jefferson is being helped to the sideline. And they may be working on his... looked like they were going to start to work on his leg.
Well, the Eagles got away with 12 that time.
Third down and 2. That last pass was ruled incomplete. Daniel Stubbs is in the game, replacing Magula. At defensive end, Esiason reads the defense. Boomer has time, and looked like Baxter should have caught that pass coming out of the backfield. That's Jefferson's knee. Left knee. On the rookie from Kansas State. Drafted on the 3rd round.
Coverage on the last play was by Mark Woodard.
And a field goal attempt by Nick Lowry. 43 yards. Holding is Brian Wagner. 3rd most points in NFL history. Spent most of his career with the Kansas City Chiefs. Trying to get the New York Jets on the board before the end of this half. And the kick is good. Nick Lowry with a field goal with 39 seconds remaining from 43 yards. So Boomer couldn't get the touchdown, but the Jets get on the board, and it's now 7-3 Eagles.
Well, Nick Lowry's been doing this for a long, long time. It's one of those guys that takes pressure very, very well, which is why he's got the 3rd most points in league history. It's funny, you know, he still loves it. I saw it before the game. I said, another one for your belt. He said, a few more if I can get them.
Keep coming back for more, and kickers can last a long time in this game. Eddie Murray, who used to be here in Philadelphia, now in Washington. Chip Lohmiller was cut. Are you surprised at Lohmiller getting?
No, they were disappointed with. They were disappointed the fact that he'd been so inconsistent. And really, that's what you want out of a kicker. You just have to have some consistency. And then Lohmiller's, he was consistent in being inconsistent. That's why he's gone.
That'll do it every time. Kelvin Martin is back deep. Don Silvestri is going to kick off. Talking to some of the Jets, they say, well, you see his leg. So with that big buildup, we're going to see what Silvestri does. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. So no time is run off the clock. And now Silvestri will...
Kick off out of bounds.
See, obviously they wanted to kick it to one of the 2 receivers.
Yeah, but now they're going to get it out to the 40. Now you're 2 pass plays away from giving up in 40 seconds. You're 2 pass plays away from giving a field goal shot.
So why are they giving him a high five as he comes off the field, some of the players? 40-yard line, well, with 39 seconds. Remember, the Eagles still have 2 times.